What is going on, guys? I'm Director Nat, back for another Amphibia reaction, and today we are checking out Season 2, Episode 5. This episode is called Swamp and Sensibility and Wax Museum. I'm very curious to see what this episode is about, especially after Part 2 of the last episode where we finally got to see Sasha and Grimes again. I thought it was cool getting to see what they've been up to. I always love learning more about Sasha, and now we know what their plan is. They are heading to Newtopia, just like the planters, but now instead of just controlling the valley, they are now going to take over all of Amphibia. Of course, they could throw us for a loop. They could introduce some new villains or reveal some other threat, but whatever the case is, I'm really excited to find out, although we're probably not going to get there right away. This is probably just going to be another fun standalone episode, but I guess there's only one way to find out, so let's not waste any more time. Let's just get right into it. Swamp and Sensibility.
Don't you get it, Mother? I know you want me to be a ballerina, but my heart belongs to hip-hop. Are you disappointed? No, I'm proud of you. All that hipping and hopping was breathtaking. Oh, Mother! Oh.
And that is the masterpiece from Point to Poppin'.
Talk about an emotional roller coaster.
Almost there.
Uh-oh.
We gotta get these reins fixed or we can't control Betsy.
Don't worry, Hop Hop. There's a town right down the road. See? Ribbitvale.
The most expensive town in all Amphibia. Don't get sucked in by the fancy.
So sparkly.
Hey, I said look away from the fancy.
A 10-tier fountain. A solid gold snail carriage. There's even a one-eyed Wally.
What?
Oh,
William, you know these pungent common folk, do you?
yes, Father. I met them on my travels.
These must be your servants from Wardwood, then.
Servants?
Yes, that's right, Father.
And this must be some kind of exotic beast you tamed, though I sooner would have had it stuffed. And when I retire, William here will be head of the Ribberton family.
Oh.
Right, William?
Right, Father.
I see.
Can't wait for that.
Looks like someone needs repairs. My mechanics will make her right as rain in no time.
No.
You'll be joining us back at the mansion, of course?
Mansion?
Oh, no, they couldn't.
Oh, yes, we could.
Hey, Hop Hop was just saying not to get sucked in by the fancy.
And today, there's probably a lot of you who think I'm a hypocrite.
Ever seen a frog torn in half by a peacock? Grisly stuff.
This place is magnificent.
What happened to look away from the fancy?
Yeah.
It don't count if you don't have to pay for it.
Hey, let's go
Oh,
explore.
fair enough.
Okay.
So, William,
What's going on here?
what about that time you told me not to care what people think about you?
This is different. This is my family we're talking about.
Okay, this is really cool. I like how they're following up on Anne and Wally's last episode where Wally helped her not care what people think about her, and now she in turn has to help him. This is really cool. You know, once we left Wartwood, I thought that was the last we were going to see of most of the characters who live there, but I didn't think about that is because now that the valley is open and people can travel through Amphibia again, there would be other people who would want to leave as well. So it's possible we could run into more characters outside of the valley, maybe even follow up on some things we learned about them. Maybe they'll be going on some journeys or adventures. So wow, this opens up even more possibilities for the rest of the season.
Well, we're lost. Probably gonna be stuck here forever.
And we're lost. Oh, so lost. And we can't even feel our fingers. And we can't even feel our fingers. All right, enough. they don't even, they're just burned out at that point.
Been riding her since I was a wee tadpole.
Aww.
Ugh.
Maybe if they could see how happy I was living in Wartwood, they'd understand and accept me for who I am.
Where you guys been?
Rich people are messed up.
Big houses belong to big whack jobs.
Are you sure meddling is a good idea? It's the right thing to do because it happened in a movie, and movies are never wrong. Okay.
Yes, yeah. Oh, yes, I see. What if I just react to the rest of the episode like this? Oh, I like this!
To thank you, Ribbitons, for your hospitality, I have prepared a special presentation.
He talks? Oh, capital!
Gonna ignore that.
Now,
Please enjoy this video of Wally's life in Wortwood.
No, 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 no.
Oh, I'm a vagrant with a heart of gold. Oh,
Wally,
what can I say? I sleep better with company. La 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 la. Gotta go. Oi, oi, oi.
Oi, oi.
Cue emotional acceptance.
Okay, like, even under normal circumstances, you just don't overthink it, Nathaniel.
William, that is how you've been acting outside of Ribbitvale? Unacceptable. You have brought shame onto the House of Ribberton. Worse, you are henceforth forbidden to leave this town.
Then you leave me no choice.
Wow.
What? What does that mean?
Family challenge.
Come on, Anne, you've been here long enough.
if my family won't accept me,
I challenge you to a winner-takes-all duel.
Very well. One-on-one beast polo. You win, you can leave Ribbitvale and live however you like. You lose, you take over the family business and stay in Ribbitvale forever.
I accept.
Ooh, kinda went off script there.
Hi-ho, Crumpet the Frog here, and welcome to the official Ribbon...
Whoa! I don't remember which reaction it was, but I said that, like, their movements kind of reminded me of the Muppets, and now here we are.
Well, then what am I supposed to ride?
I'll be your beast.
Anne?
Anne or Beast. First episode.
You know how to do this?
No, but I'll figure it out.
3, 2, 1, yee!
I'm sorry, I love this Kermit character.
Sir Ribbon has scored the first goal!
Let's step up our game and demolish this old man.
Steady. He's still me dad.
Sorry, I'm just so competitive.
All right, folks, this is it. Next goal win.
Riveted, not riveted. Ugh. Ha ha! Yeah! Oh?
Wally, how long has that been there?
Oh, a season at least.
Ooh! Woohoo! Explosions! Go!
I don't want to leave forever. I just want to be able to be me, wherever I am.
You mean you still want to be a Ribberton?
Of course I do. But you have to accept me for who I am. Both Walliam and Wally.
I suppose we can do that. Ah, accordion, eh? You know, I used to love playing the jug, but I gave it up a long, long time ago. Oh, all right, you got me.
You've been holding out on me. Hit it, Pops!
Oh, that guy. Okay, so that was Swamp and Sensibility. I'm gonna give my review on this episode before I move into the second half. So I really love this episode. I totally did not expect to see Wally, but I guess this season is now established that we can still see characters who were originally in Wortwood in different parts of Amphibia. I just thought it was an interesting twist showing that Wally comes from a rich family and his time in Wortwood has basically just been his way of being himself because his family won't accept him. And I liked seeing his relationship with Anne come full circle. Back in season 1, he had to help her learn to not worry what people think of her, and she had to help him with something similar here. And even though things were resolved by the end, that's just what typically happens in a TV show like this, but I still thought it was cool how Anne expected things to go one way because she's so in the world of movies and how things are resolved there that she ended up creating a problem and things weren't resolved the way she thought. So I think it's cool when movies and TV shows at least try to acknowledge that, even if it does conflict a little bit with the ending, but I won't get too nitpicky. And then the final game between Wally and his father was really entertaining. I missed what the name of the announcer was, but I love that it was basically Kermit the Frog, because I've said before, I don't remember which reaction it was, but there was this one episode where maybe it was the episode where Hop Hop has to learn to dance and he's doing all that crazy stuff in front of everyone at the party, and I noted that the movements were like kind of like the Muppets, so seeing like an actual Muppet appear here was just so hilarious, and they really nailed that voice. And yeah, the game was really entertaining, a lot of funny moments, a lot of interesting bits of animation and character poses, which I always love in this show. They excel at that. And then Wally actually mends things with his father while still being able to be himself. I almost think it would have been more powerful if, you know, Wally wins and he's able to be himself, but he doesn't totally repair his relationship with his family just yet, and he goes back to Wartwood. I felt that maybe would have been a little more powerful and a little more in line with what they established about things not working out how they do in movies, or at the very least, Anne could have been like, hey, what do you know? Sometimes things work out how they do in the movies, after all, just to make the episode a little more consistent, and then maybe we could follow on it later. Or maybe he could have just been like, well, son, I admit that this is a lot for me to take in, but maybe you'll come back someday and we'll figure things out. So, but that's really my only nitpick about the episode. So yeah, other than that, I really enjoyed this episode, and I'm glad that it seems this season is really picking up. Okay, so now let's move into the second half, Wax Museum.
Man, it's hot. Better.
Great.
I'm not a monster. I'm just weird. See? Ta-da!
Mommy, give the freak money.
It was a lovely performance. Here.
Oh, interesting.
Immersion! Incredible! This is so much better than that creepy old oddities museum.
Oddities Museum? What the heck is an oddity in Amphibia? Am I right?
Wah, wah, wah. Is this the episode with the Gravity Falls reference? I know that there is going to be an episode like that. Oh my god, it totally is.
Come on! Whoa, look at this hot mess.
Oh
It's
my
actually pretty lifelike.
Yeah, it even smells real.
Hands off the merchandise!
god!
The old mistaken for a grotesque lifeless being. Works every time. I go by many names, but you can call me the Curator.
Little on the nose, but okay.
What's the matter, honey? Face too ugly for public? Ha!
When you like to know.
Oh, a mystery! I love it! Feel free to look around, but keep in mind, breathing in the dust will be extra!
Wow. Okay, I have so many questions about this. So does that mean that Amphibia and Gravity Falls are part of the same multiverse and different versions of the characters can exist in each universe? I guess that's the case. And slight spoilers for Owl House, but it's basically been confirmed at this point that Owl House and Gravity Falls are also connected because of some references in certain episodes. And I think there was even a reference at one point. I don't know. I just heard it in some video or some image, but maybe even a connection to Rick and Morty. So if we get like some kind of confirmed connection between all these different cartoons, like that would be really cool. Ooh!
It can be yours for 1,000,000 coppers!
Come on, man.
How about we trade for it then? Got anything rare or vomit-inducing I could display in exchange?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Sweet Tadpole Mary!
That's right. I'll be your special attraction for one day only.
One day of you in exchange for the skip thing and everything I know about it. You got a deal!
Seriously? This is
Seems too good.
I've already got some pretty elaborate plans for your exhibit.
elaborate, huh? I like the sound of that. See you later.
Looks like we just hit pay dirt, Frog Zeus.
Say, Mr. Pons, do you ever get the feeling that we exist simultaneously in multiple parallel universes, completely unaware of the other's very existence?
You been licking yourself again, Frog Zeus?
Caught me again, Mr. Pons.
They even call him Frog Zeus. No attempt at subtlety, yet I somehow love it.
All I have to do is be the museum's main attraction for a day.
Are you crazy?
But that curator guy is, well, just look at him.
I can wait until you fall asleep.
Oh my god. These facial expressions they do. Oh my god. Ever alert, Hop Hop has trained himself to sleep with his eyes open. Oh, I just remembered in Gravity Falls, I think that the Mystery Shack was originally called the Murder Hut, and here it's called, I think it was the Curiosity Hut, so was it originally called the Murder Shack? Man, I haven't watched or like really been involved in the Gravity Falls fandom in quite some time, so this is bringing back a lot of memories for me. Wow. Not totally sure how I feel about Grunkle Stan's doppelganger being a bad guy, but oh man, what if we saw like Amphibia's equivalent of Mabel and Dipper? That'd be something.
Sue, about that skip man.
Bup. All in good time, kid. You'll get what's coming to you.
Liking the sound of that.
Say, why do you stand up there? Soak it all in.
Whoa.
Now, since you're my main attraction, I'm gonna let you in on this museum's biggest secret. You see, nothing's fake. Everything here is real. Real and frozen in wax. Just like you.
Wow, that is messed up.
Yep, this all tracks.
I mean, it's crazy how easy that was.
I'm so stupid!
Hey, don't talk about yourself like that. You're probably a very bright young lady who's just having a bad day.
It's actually a really nice thing to say.
Hey, it's what I'm here for. So, you're not just the main attraction tomorrow, you'll be here forever!
And Frog Seuss is just going along with it.
Then it hits me. Artifacts! You can charge people when they break them. Win-win. Utopia's got a ton of them. That's where I got that, skip guy you wanted.
Utopia.
Say, you want some of this canned meat? It's edible!
Ugh.
I think I got it. Now we're cooking with gas, or whatever it is we frogs use. Who are you? A cop? I ain't going back to frog prison!
Guys, get out of here! Save yourself!
Oh, is she gonna melt it?
I knew it! Enjoy being mush, you wax demon!
No! Shmamulok!
Oh, Shmamulok! Oh!
You'll never catch me! You definitely caught me! Wait, hear me out. I'll cut you all in on the profit. 10%, okay? 11%, 11.5%! Well, I'm not going to 12, so you might as well just... Calm down, everyone. It's just wax.
I shouldn't have gone off on my own. It was reckless. And besides, we work better as a team.
Well, the important thing is we're all okay. Except for that curator. He's dead.
Onward, family!
Did you know that this thing has a laser?
Excuse me. Yeah, as soon as I saw the building with the question mark, I thought, is that gonna be the Gravity Falls reference episode? Yeah. Okay, so that was Wax Museum. I can definitely see now why somebody commented that I needed to have seen Gravity Falls before watching this episode, and I'm so glad that I did. I mean, come on, I know there are other things to talk about with this episode, but we basically got to see Alex Hirsch as Grunkle Stan again. I mean, how insane is that? Now, I do have mixed feelings on him being a villain this time around. I mean, literally to the point of freezing people or hardening people, whatever, in wax forever. That's messed up, but it's still cool getting to see him again. It's not exactly Grunkle Stan. It's like Frog Seuss says, it's his doppelganger multiverse, but that was a whole hilarious moment. I love how they basically confirmed that all of these really great shows that I love are basically part of the same multiverse. I know that at Comic-Con or something, they recently did a crossover panel between Amphibia and the Owl House, and even though it's probably not canon, I can't wait to eventually get to that because I've wanted to see those characters come together, but I'm getting a little off topic, so let's get back into this. So yeah, I thought that was an interesting way to start the episode with Anne actually being in disguise for once, because that's something they don't always bring up, is that Anne is odd even by Amphibia standards, so I thought that was cool, and like seeing her use that to work for money, so maybe they can follow up on that down the road. Maybe that's how they support themselves on their their way to Newtopia. But yeah, obviously, as I already said, the real highlight of this episode was getting to see all the Gravity Falls references, which I think even if you haven't seen Gravity Falls, it'll still work on its own, because this would just be, you know, another interesting character that we're introduced to, voiced by Alex Hirsch, and he's always awesome getting to hear his many, many wonderful cartoon voices. I've always said right from the beginning that this show is weird and messed up, so it's always cool to see it just fully embrace that, and even the characters are totally weirded out. And as I've always said, I like the small details that they throw in to make us more interested about what's to come later. Like, it may just be a skip man now, but apparently this guy got it in Newtopia, so that makes me... There are so many reasons to be excited for them getting to Newtopia now. Finding more answers about how to get Anne home, what this robot and the ancient technology is all about. How are there more human artifacts in Amphibia? What are they? What are the Newts going to be able to tell them? How is are Grimes and Sasha going to use this to their advantage? So basically, there is, you know, so much anticipation for them to get to Newtopia now, to see how all this comes together. So I'm really excited now for them to eventually get to that. The end action with them freeing all the creatures and them taking down the curator was a lot of fun. Again, I have mixed feelings on them basically making Grunkle Stan into a full-on villain, but I have to remind myself that he's just this universe's version of Grunkle Stan, so they're not exactly the same character. And I just love all the self-aware humor, like him putting the word frog in front of everything, which I guess technically does make sense since there are more species in Amphibia besides frogs. But yeah, I love that self-aware humor, them just pointing out what's going on, and then at the end you think that's blood and he's like calming down everyone, it's just wax. Although that was really messed up at the end when Hop Hop was basically like, yeah, the curator is dead, and like they don't even cut back to the curator showing that he's actually alive. So yeah, messed up, but again, I've always said that about Amphibia from the beginning, so I think it's cool when they just fully embrace that. And yeah, I like how it came full circle by the end. As always, another touching moment between Anne and the Planters, and yeah, really solid episode. I love all the cool stuff we got, the fan service, and I'm even more excited now. So with that, I'm gonna turn it over to you guys. What did you think of this episode? What were your favorite parts? Are you a fan of Gravity Falls, and how did you feel about this episode because of that? What are some more episodes you're really looking forward to me reacting to the rest of the season? Whatever it is, feel free to share your thoughts down in the comments and let me know what you think. If this is your first time on the channel, be sure to leave a like and consider subscribing. Also be sure to check out my other videos. It really does mean a lot. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you for Amphibia Season 2, Episode 6.